A STARGATE, or a time portal device of extraterrestrial origin, exists in the United States. This is what is claimed by Dr. Dan Burisch. Dr. Dan Burisch has a PhD in microbiology and is a former member of the United States Secret Service. Burisch knows disturbing information about alien time machines called Looking Glass, Orion Cube Stargate, secret government plans, and the extinction of the human race, he says. This is what he claims. Dan Burisch, born in California in 1964, studied microbiology and psychology at the University of Las Vegas, Nevada. He graduated in 1986 and received his PhD in microbiology in 1989 from New York State. In 1986, he received an unexpected visit from the University of Las Vegas from the so-called secret government of the United States, he claims. He says two of these men in military uniforms offered Dan a job to work for them in complete secrecy. In 1987, he started, he says, working in a Nevada government office. And in 1989, he worked on a secret project called Sharp Storm. But in 1994, he was transferred to an underground area called 4th Century, which is a part of Area 51, where he began to work on the Aquarium project, the inner parts at great depth of Area 51 of the S4 base, where, according to him, Dr. Dan Burisch, there are portals and alien craft, he claims. And there he learned about military spaceships and alien beings. In one wing, there was information about beings called Orion, from Orion, and extraterrestrial beings from the Z Reticuli star system. Dan Burisch learned of a copy of President Eisenhower's agreement with two races, including extraterrestrial life forms called the P-50s, and then the so-called Orions or Orionians. In a room called Galileo, Burisch could see different kinds of spacecraft. One such aircraft was a craft worked by Bob Lazar, the well-known former nuclear physicist who was also on duty at Area 51 in the 1980s, was the one that crashed, the aircraft was the one that crashed in Roswell in 1947, Burisch claims. And according to Colonel Philip Corso, 1914 to 1997, who wrote the book The Day After Roswell, the interplanetary aliens controlled the craft that crashed in Roswell directly with the brain. Corso stated that the alien spaceship was the key to technological progress. Eisenhower met with several alien races who warned him to give up atomic weapons to prevent a future nuclear holocaust. And during this meeting, diplomatic discussions took place between the civilians, and an agreement was passed to abduct humans to study them, as long as they did not suffer or remember their experience. The tribes of Orion gave him a cube about 8 centimeters wide by 8 centimeters long, capable of predicting the future. Burisch says, a copy of the Orion Cube is a Stargate-type device, also known as a mirror, quote-unquote, hidden in Area 51. Burisch claims he worked directly with on the Majestic 12, which is related to the time gates or dimensional gates, dimension portals. They are also devices made on Earth, but with alien technology. And according to Dr. Burisch, information about how stargates were built also existed in Sumeria, ancient Sumeria, who used to communicate with other civilizations through these stargates, which gives access to a wormhole. Dan describes the Stargate located in Area 51, saying that next to this huge device was a platform that allowed him to drop an object into the wormhole to travel to other stars. He can teleport from materials to living organisms such as humans from one part of the galaxy to another in seconds. But Burisch says that he has seen one person die during experiments. This device can be used to see future events. According to Burisch, there are 50 stargates on Earth, and the human race is in grave danger of extinction, he says. This is according to Aitos News. I've translated this for you from a Greek article. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.